Okay, so we take a look at these two swings here now. First on the left-hand side was kind of your before. Backswing-wise wasn't too bad. A little bit short, which we'll obviously explain in more detail as we go through the video. A little bit short, but not too bad. But it was from here where kind of the problem starts arising. Based on the information you were told and were trying to do, sort of kind of keep the head looking down at the golf ball and keep this left arm perfectly straight. Create a lot of tension and limited mobility for your body to be able to move and rotate in the direction towards target. So as you start coming to the golf ball, head staying down here a long time. You can see head still down, head still down, head still down. Now it starts coming up, but look how close those arms are to your body as you come through. Very, very sort of tucked up position. Most of your weight now kind of favouring back on this right foot. And the problem with that movement is it'll generally encourage either you hitting the ground behind where the ball would have been, or if you start in the ground a bit too often and miss hitting shots on the golf course, you'd attempt to just miss the ground. Now your club is coming too far on the way up and you top the golf ball and the ball scuttles on the ground. So really at setup, what we're trying to do is loosen up the arms, the shoulders and the hands, create a nice soft relaxed triangle here at the address position and gripping that club nicely in the fingers as we did there in the lesson. In terms of the movement there now, again, same sort of similar backswing, allowing the arms and the shoulders to just take the club back. Nice hinge of the wrist there as we go back and a good torso turn. From here now, what we're looking to try and do is really maintain that width. And this is sometimes where people get the mistake that keep the left arm straight. The way we try and keep and maintain this width is by allowing our body to rotate and not, as we said, keep the head down. If we look at this movement here now as we're coming back to the golf ball, the arms are falling down nicely, as we can see, sort of back in the impact position. Nice swish through. The head and the arms now kind of go through together. And we look at this practice swing movement here now. The head now is following the golf club and the width on the other side is kind of similar to what it was on the back. So when we compare that position there to this position, a very tucked up golfer we can see on the left hand side compared to a lot more free movement there with the right side. You can also see the right leg now is starting to move in. This trail hip is starting to rotate round towards target, and it's a much more freer, more efficient movement and one that will stand you in good stead going forward. Now these are obviously practice swings. As you can see, the ball's still there. You haven't missed the ball completely. You were making practice swings. We can see I did a couple of these now as you went back and through, and now it's the question of putting the ball in the way. So what we generally expect, the practice swing was obviously much wider. When the ball gets in the way, we generally expect to see something sort of between the practice swing and your old swing on here with those arms very tucked up. If we look here on the right hand side of this movement, again, same good backswing, arms are falling down, good strike of the ball. If we look at the arms there now, yeah, pretty good. Again, a fairly extended arm there, definitely some distance and width away from the head and chest area, and that head is coming through and following nicely. Now I said that's probably going to be more of a kind of a mental thing to overcome. You've been told for a while to keep that head down and keep looking at the ball and keep that left arm locked straight. Just a very restrictive kind of movement. When everything's sort of trying to go through all as one and a fairly sort of natural, relaxed kind of swish of this club, as you can see. Good strike at the golf ball there, and everything kind of moving through as one unit. Whereas this one on the left-hand side here now, as we come through, looks all a bit kind of disjointed. Arms looking a bit stuck and got nowhere to go and just having to sort of fold up into your body to try and do the best you possibly can at making a swing. So work on that finding the ground drill we said from here, sort of letting the club just fall down here, hitting the ground, getting a nice good thump of the ground. Hitting the ground is a good thing. It's where the ground is hit. This side of the golf ball is no good. If we can strike the ground this side of the golf ball, then we're looking for more success. So that feeling of dropping the arms here, almost a heavy like sort of let them just fall down here, would be one drill. The other drill we discussed from sort of setup, take the golf club and lean it back towards your right foot, keep the hands in the same position, and then we simply drag the golf club all on the ground towards that left foot, keeping the club on the ground the whole way, so your hands and arms and body have to move in this direction, and you're sort of compressing and pushing that club down into the ground, as we can see, trying to get that kind of scrape and sort of good impact position that we're looking for. So practice those drills at home, and again, just making swings in the back garden. We just sort of swing back and swing through, get the arms swishing through with some speed here now. It's really going to stand you in good stead going forward with sort of the consistency of your strike and getting that ball going down the fairway a lot more consistently with your long game. So hope that all makes sense. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, and I'll catch you in the next lesson. Cheers.